Hi Taurus, how are you? Welcome to the month of November. Apologies for bringing you your messages a few days into the month. The Spiritual Parlour store got very busy for me and I had to focus on getting out the orders for the store. So please forgive me for being a few days late. Thank you for all your interaction, likes, shares and subscribes. And if you have bought a candle or a birth chart or an ebook or whatever, however you've interacted with me over the month, thank you so much. It's really appreciated. In terms of astrology for you guys this month, the only update is your ruling planet Venus finally turns direct on the 16th, around 16th or 17th, depending where you are in the world. Yay! I can't wait. She's been in and out of Scorpio. She's been to Scorpio. Where else has she been? Into Libra. She'll turn direct finally in the other sign that she rules as well, Libra, which is a good place for her to be. So that could be good news for all of us. Depending on where Libra and Venus rule in your birth chart will depend on what area of life you might feel the impact of that planet transit. And if you want to know more, check the links below. There's some articles that I've written there. And also, guys, the personal 2019 personal astrology ebooks, if you don't already know, they're still currently on sale for just $29, which is about 25 euros or about £23. You'll get your personal astrology horoscope for every single month of 2019 based on your own birth chart. So when all the transits and the planets, when the planets transit, when there's a new moon or a full moon in whatever sign it's in, you'll know and you know how it will impact you. For more details, just check the links below. So let's get into it. Let's see what you need to know for the month. Okay, turn it over. So, Spirit, what does Taurus need to know? What's the message for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising? This is a general message, guys. So whatever comes out, love, money, romance, finance, we'll see what comes up. What's the message for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising? Spirit, please let it be known. Okay, 8 of Cups has just fallen out. So maybe some of you are walking away from something. Or it could be the energy could be the other way. Someone's walked away from you. It looks as though maybe there's been some departure. Someone's abandoned something. Okay, if there's a message, please let it be known. First card will be the theme for Taurus. Second card will be the issue for Taurus. Third card will be the recent past. Yeah, new beginning, the Fool. Maybe some of you have deserted something, walked away from something, and you're about to embark on a new beginning. Or some of you could be even taking a risk with something. Okay. Right, fourth card will be present for Taurus. Fifth card will be the advice for Taurus, and the sixth card will be a potential outcome. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising, if there's a message, please let it be known for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, Spirit? Please send me the message. Okay, let's get your main message. Okay, so we have 2 cards jump out. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is just randomly the other way up in the middle of the deck, and that is again the new emotional beginning. So I'll turn that back over, and if that wants to come out again, if your main message is there, it will. I do feel quite drawn here. Actually, I don't need to go there. I do feel drawn here, so I'm going to read from here. Okay, so now the first card out is the Ace of Cups. Okay, 3 of Swords. The 8 of Cups is out again. 5 of Wands. 9 of Swords. Whew, 10 of Swords. Underline energy. 8 of Wands. Action. Oh my gosh, Taurus. Well, the first thing I'm going to say is there's been a heartbreak. There's been a heartbreak. There's been some kind of upset, some kind of disappointment. Someone has definitely walked away from something. But your underlying energy is the 8 of Wands. 8 is the number of action, movement. It's very quick movement as well, with being the Wands suit. Forward progression. 8 being the number, you can't see in Roman numerals here, but 8 is like the number of infinity. It doesn't stop, it doesn't end. So it's a number of movement, forward movement and action. Okay, your main message. Okay, so there's been, like I said, there's been heartache. There's been some kind of, it could even be a betrayal, a disappointment, a heartbreak, a breakup, something's ended, okay? That's the issue here. Three of Swords. It's heartache. I can't put it any other way. You know, there's some kind of heartache surrounding some of you. It could be a job, it could be a person, a situation, place, or thing. You take what resonates, Taurus, but there's been some kind of disappointment, and it's been around maybe a new beginning. This has forced that new beginning for you with the Ace of Cups, certainly on an emotional level, which is good. Certainly on an emotional level, you do want that kind of new beginning from an emotional level if there has been some kind of disappointment. Now, whatever it was, in the recent past, you've walked away or it's walked away from you. I have a feeling that this is more so you, that the energies can vibrate either way. It could be that the other person's walked away from you, or you've walked away from it, or the situation, person, place, or thing. I'm feeling very much as though it's you. You recently decided to walk away from this, and you could even be in this moment in time still having a little bit of a battle with yourself over the decision to walk away, or because you've walked away, or because you've been left no choice but to walk away from whatever this Three of Swords energy is here. And I feel as though you're in that battle now here, because in your present position you've still got the Five of Wands, which is the card of battle. But this can normally sometimes be internal battle, like a battle with ourselves, internally, like how we're feeling. So you could still have those feelings, but what I'm being pushed to say to you, Taurus, is that you should remember that there is a new beginning from this, because that battle is sat directly underneath the Ace of Cups, and I feel as though once you get past this battle, that's when the new beginning is going to open up, because the cards looking forward do show, that the ending. It does show the stress here with the Nine of Swords, okay, in your advice position. Sleepless nights, being upset, not being able to cope very well with what's going on around you. But there is that new beginning, and I'm going to clarify some of these cards. I'm going to pull some more, because with this Nine of Swords energy here, directly underneath the heartache, this is looking forward. This is looking forward. This is where you've been. This is where potentially you could be going. So I feel as though with this energy sat here in this position down here, we need to take a closer look at this and see what it is that you need to know. I'm feeling like it could be, linked to this, that internal battle could still be causing you a little bit of stress as you move forward. I feel as though there's something else that you need to know in order to overcome this. Whatever this Three of Swords that's caused this, we need to take a look at. So let's take a close look. Hopefully you can see all the cards here on the table. Okay, what's the message, Spirit, for Taurus? Why am I seeing the Nine of Swords? I feel as though there's something else that Taurus needs to know. The Eight of Wands that was on the bottom of the deck has just flipped over for you after that shuffle. So it's about the action, the movement. I feel as though, Taurus, you're going to need to take the initiative yourself to try and move yourself out of this rut and away from this Three of Swords energy. What does Taurus need to know? Success. You've got the Six of Wands. That's going to be your key to success, Taurus. And you've got at the bottom of the deck is your underlying energy, the Three of Cups, a reason to celebrate. So there's a lot going on, Taurus. I can feel it and I can see it. There's been heartache. You've walked away from something in the recent past, and there's been some kind of maybe internal battle or battle around this Three of Swords energy, whatever it is, and that could still be happening for you now in the present. You could still be feeling quite stressed and anxious over it, but they're saying to me to let you know that you need to take some forward action. Whatever the missing link is, whatever it is that needs to be done, whether you cut ties with this Three of Swords energy that you've maybe walked away from to get that Ace of Cups new beginning feeling. If you need to cut ties, because that's what's come to me, cut the ties. Whatever needs to be done to move forward, because once you've done it, that's when you're going to get to a position of success. Okay, with the Six of Wands. 6 is the number of success, generally, across the tarot. It's what follows the challenge of the 5, So once you've got through that 5 of Wands challenge, then you'll be at a position with success. Once you've moved forward, that's going to help you. Your outcome is the Ten of Swords. Okay, now this is 10 is a number of completion, and with this suit of swords, the sword suit is a very it's a mental suit. It's how we think, it's how we reflect on things, how we learn, but it's also the suit of challenge. You know, it shows all the challenges that we have in life. It's a difficult suit. It's not like the cups or, you know, even the wands where it's all about creativity and passion. It's quite difficult. So the 10 of swords is that quick, sharp ending. And we're going to look into this a little bit more as well, because I have a feeling as though this ending is probably going to be something quite positive. Whatever's causing this 3 of swords energy here as the issue, there's going to be some kind of ending to it, and I feel it's linked to this. If you can move yourself out of that stress and anxiety and take the forward movement and action as your clarifiers to get to your position of success, there's going to be an ending to this heartache. But we'll see what comes out. What does Taurus need to know? Can we clarify the 10 of swords? Wish fulfillment card, the 9 of cups. There you go. And the bottom of the deck energy is death, transformation, change. So first let's talk about the 9 of cups. This is the wish fulfillment card. You know, it's 9 is the number of content. It's the number just before 10, obviously, before we get to that feeling of being complete. So with this 9 of cups as your clarifier for this 10 of swords, these are two very contrasting energies. Like the 10 of swords, which was pulled, is like the ending. The 9 of cups is like the wish fulfillment. I feel as though you're going to be a lot more happier once this 3 of swords energy, whatever it is, you take what resonates, Taurus, the situation, person, place or thing. Once it's over, you will finally be at a situation of wish fulfillment. Whatever it is you're wishing for, it will come through. But you need to get past this, and it's going to be by the forward movement and the action. That's what's going to bring you the success. That's what they're saying. Bottom of the deck, as we've got the death card. This is the card for Scorpio, but taking away the astrology from the cards. The energy is transformation, change, in its slow transformation. It's not so much like the Tower card energy or even like the 10 of swords. When we experience the death card in our life, and I actually love this card. This is one of my favourite cards in the tarot, and a lot of people freak out when they see it, but I actually love it because it always is about something falling away that no longer serves you, you know, something falling away that no longer serves you and making way for something new. And that's signified by the sun. So even though this card generally is a picture of like absolute chaos with, you know, people, dead people on the floor, and, you know, there's a Grim Reaper on the horse coming to take something away, and there's always a person who's holding out their hand, because it's about acceptance as well, acceptance of whatever needs to fall away, letting it fall away. In the background there's always the sun, and this is why this is such a great energy. But I really do like it, and I think that when you're faced with situations like this that have come out today, and what I'm feeling, that walking away, that heartbreak, that battle, you can ask for a better card or a better energy in life to sort of help you get through this difficult time. The transformation, the change, the slow transformative change. You know, you had the 8 of Cups jump out at the beginning. The Ace of Cups was just randomly upside down when I was pulling the correct deck to read from for you. And I felt very pulled to the deck where this was upside down, and it is because I feel as though it is about this walking away that you've done in the recent past. Whoever this message is for, whatever Taurus this message is for, I think I'm being pushed to let you know that try and move forward with that internal battle that's here in the present. Try and move forward with it as we move through in November, and move forward with action. So don't just think about it. Don't just have it in your head mentally to think, oh, I really need to do this. Go out and do it. Like, once you've watched this video, if this message is for you, you'll know. If it's not for you, don't try to make it fit. But if it is for you, you'll know what needs to be done, Taurus. Click the video down, go out and do it. Don't just think about it, because the 8 of Wands, it is the energy of action, it's movement, it's making things happen. Because once that happens, then that's when you're going to be in your position of success. So I feel as though that's the main message for you this month, Taurus. Whatever the Three of Swords is, take action around moving yourself away from it, because ultimately you will get your wish fulfillment. There'll be an ending, you know, there'll be some kind of ending, and for every Taurus, whoever this resonates with, the ending might be different, you know, you might have a different outcome, but there will be an end to something. And I feel it's this battle. I feel like it's this battle, and it's this Three of Swords energy. We had a new moon, we had a full moon, sorry, in your sun sign in October, and I did your full moon reading, and a similar message came out, if I remember correctly. It was a similar message of some kind of disappointment, some kind of upset, and I feel as though if this message is for those Tauruses that it came up for before, it's still around you, Taurus. And I feel as though in this particular reading, you know, the advice and guidance here is what I'm really being pulled to. The advice and guidance position, it is about the movement and the success. That's what's going to bring you forward. So good luck, whoever this is for. I hope that you find some kind of answer here, and you're able to go away and reflect on what it is that needs to be done, so you can do, you know, you can make the movement, you can take the Eight of Wands action and just free yourself from it, whatever it is, because there is a new beginning. But I feel as though you're still chained to something, a person, place or thing. You take what resonates, but there's something still surrounding you, Taurus, that you need to kind of, you deserted it on an emotional level, but there's something you need to fully rid yourself of, that you're still battling with. And once that's done, there is definitely light at the end of the tunnel. What's the message for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know? Taurus Sun, Moon and Rising. There's a message. Financial healing. Okay. So it could be for some of you that this is a financial situation, but not for everybody. But you've just got the card of financial healing fall out. And it says, your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all avenues of receiving, and you'll be provided for in every way. So that could be a separate message, or that could be linked to this. It could be a heartache, something you've had to walk away from that's maybe had a financial impact on you somehow in life. If not, there is a message there for a Taurus who needs to hear it. Let's do an affirmation. What's the affirmation for Taurus, Spirit? Oh, you've got two, so we're going to take them both. We've got prosperity, which links to that financial message here, and we've got sanctuary. Okay, so the prosperity message here reads, focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for the blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. Now this could just be general prosperity, just moving forward, you know. This doesn't need to be a financial prosperity. This just could be how you're emotionally feeling with the situation. But it says, you know, focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for your blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. And sanctuary, which also fell out for you here, reads, embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. So this is about stepping away, you know. Embrace the need for solitude, being on your own. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Well, in the recent past, I can see the walking away, you know. So if you have walked away, that's good. That's the beginning of the solitude. If you need to take more time out on your own, Taurus, away from the situation, person, place or thing, I think Spirit's pushing you to do so. You know, do so if you need to. The new moon message was very, very similar to this from what I remember, on a complete different deck as well. But there was some kind of disappointment for my Tauruses. So I hope, Taurus, as we move through November, the situation does ease up for you and you're able to find whatever action it is that needs to be found to move yourself forward. And good luck. Good luck, my loves. Good luck, my lovely, lovely Taurus. And I will see you in a few weeks when we do the pick a card at new and full moon reading. Okay? I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes. Do drop me comments, let me know how it resonates and how you get on with the situation. I feel like this could be quite a unique situation, quite a unique message. This may not resonate with the masses of Taurus sun sign. This could just be for a few of you, or even for one particular person. But whoever it's for, good luck. And I hope the message reaches you, and this video reaches you, because it is quite linked to the last one, the same kind of message. Okay, Taurus, have a wonderful November, and I will see you soon.